The universe has an urgent message for you right now. Someone special in your life has reached a breaking point and you need to pay attention before it's too late. They've been sending you signals that you may have missed or ignored. The distance you've been feeling, isn't in your imagination, the changed behavior, the silence, the way they look at you differently now. These are all real signs of something serious happening. This isn't a game or emotional manipulation. This is a genuine decision they've made after much pain and thought. Tonight while you sleep, a final spiritual door is closing between you and this person. The fact that you found this message right now is divine timing. The universe is giving you one final chance to understand what's happening before permanent loss occurs. Your person's guardian angels are communicating through this message, trying to wake you up to the reality of the situation. The decision has already been made in their heart. Now you need to understand why this is happening and what it means for your future. This is your wake-up call. What you do next will determine whether this connection survives or ends forever. Your person has made a strong decision to walk away from this connection. This isn't an emotional outburst that will pass in a few days. This is a calculated, firm decision that they've been building toward for weeks or possibly months. They've spent countless nights processing their feelings, weighing their options, and preparing themselves emotionally for what comes next. They've already cried their last tears over this situation. They've already made peace with the idea of leaving you behind. The emotional attachment that once kept them holding on is dissolving rapidly with each passing day. Right now they are actively preparing their life without you in it. New opportunities are appearing. New people are entering their space. Their guardian angels are supporting this transition. They've stopped hoping you'll change or suddenly notice their pain. The fantasies they had about you finally becoming the person they need, those are gone now. Your actions, or more accurately your lack of actions, have confirmed what they feared all along. The energy between you has shifted in a way that feels permanent unless you take immediate action. This decision wasn't made lightly. They fought against it. They gave you chance after chance, but something inside them finally said enough. They are choosing to protect their peace. They are choosing themselves, and the universe is aligning to support their choice. The signs have been there if you've been willing to see them. Their communication pattern has changed dramatically. Where they used to text you throughout the day, now hours or even days pass between responses. The emotional distance you've been feeling isn't your imagination. It's real and it's growing. They stopped sharing their daily life with you. They stopped telling you about their dreams, their fears, their small victories. Their responses have become shorter, colder, more distant. There's no warmth in their words anymore. They've stopped initiating contact or making plans to see you. When you do talk, the excitement that used to be in their voice has completely disappeared. Here's a dangerous sign that many people miss. They no longer get upset during disagreements. When someone stops fighting with you, it doesn't mean things are better. It means they've stopped caring enough to fight. Indifference has replaced the passion that used to exist between you. They've stopped asking about your day. They don't show interest in your life anymore. If you check their social media, you can see them moving on emotionally. They are making major life decisions without consulting you or even mentioning them to you. Friends and family have noticed they've stopped bringing up your name in conversations. They are creating new routines and habits that don't include you. The little thoughtful things they used to do for you have completely stopped. Items that reminded them of you have been returned or put away. When they talk about future plans, there's clearly no space for you in them anymore. They smile less when they are around you, but you've noticed them seeming happier when you're apart. They've started setting firm boundaries that never existed before. The spiritual connection you once felt has weakened so much it's barely there. Your intuition has been screaming that something is wrong. You might be having dreams or visions of them walking away. You keep seeing repeated angel numbers when you think of them, especially 444 and 777. These aren't signs of temporary frustration. These are farewell signals. Understanding why this happened requires you to look honestly at your behavior and the pain you may have caused. Small hurts accumulated over time into unbearable pain. Each broken promise, each time you prioritized something else, each moment you made them feel invisible, these things added up. They tried to communicate their needs to you multiple times, but they felt unheard, dismissed, or misunderstood. There was a specific moment when they realized their love wasn't being reciprocated equally. That realization broke something inside them. Despite being physically present in your life, they felt invisible. You made promises you didn't keep, and each broken promise chipped away at their trust. They watched you prioritize other things: work, friends, hobbies, even your phone over the relationship. Your words said one thing, but your actions showed something completely different. They felt taken for granted. They were always there for you, always supporting you, always putting in effort. The emotional labor they carried alone in this relationship exhausted them. They started losing themselves trying to make things work while you remained comfortable and unchanged. The loneliness they felt even when you were physically together became too much to bear. They watched you give time, energy, and attention to others, energy they desperately needed from you. The pain of loving someone who doesn't love them the same way in return finally became clear. Their self-respect eventually overcame their attachment to you. They realized they were fighting alone for something you clearly didn't value as much as they did. They understood their worth and recognized your unwillingness to match it. At some point, staying became more painful than the idea of leaving. Thief already grieved this relationship while still being in it. Their decision comes from self-preservation, not revenge or spite. Divine intervention helped them see their situation clearly. Their spiritual guides showed them they deserve better treatment than what they've been receiving. This isn't necessarily about you being a bad person. It's about incompatibility between what they need and what you're willing or able to give. Thief released the fantasy of who they hoped you would become. Thief accepted the painful truth that you can't force someone to choose you or prioritize you. If you want any chance of changing this outcome, you need to understand that apologies alone won't work anymore. Thief heard him sorry too many times without seeing real change. They need evidence, not words, and you have a very small window of time to provide that evidence. You need to communicate that you finally understand their pain, not just surface-level understanding, deep, genuine comprehension of what you put them through. Take full accountability without making excuses or deflecting blame. Show vulnerability and authentic emotion, but don't manipulate them with tears designed to make them feel guilty. Grand gestures without consistent follow-through will fail completely. They are not impressed by flowers or romantic messages anymore. They need to see fundamental changes in your behavior patterns. The changes they need to see are specific: prioritizing quality time together, following through on commitments, showing up emotionally, and matching their effort level. Give them space while simultaneously showing you've changed. This is a delicate balance. Don't overwhelm them with constant contact, but don't disappear either. Show through small, consistent actions that you value what you're losing. Be prepared that even if you do everything right, they might still need time. Their walls are up for self-protection. Rushing them or pressuring them will only push them further away. Respect their decision and their need for space even while fighting for the relationship. Engage in spiritual practices that can help shift the energy between you. Prayer or meditation for clarity and guidance on the right actions to take can be powerful. Let go of your ego and pride long enough to truly see your part in creating this situation. Understand that you must be willing to change fundamental behaviors, not just make surface adjustments. This is your final chance. There won't be another opportunity after this one. The universe is making that very clear. If they leave, your life will change in ways you can't fully imagine right now. The void their absence creates will be felt in countless small moments. Mornings when you used to text them songs that remind you of them, inside jokes no one else understands. You'll replay moments over and over wishing you'd acted differently. The regret will be heavy, especially when you finally understand what you lost. You'll watch from a distance as they heal and thrive without you in their life. You'll see them eventually give their love to someone who truly values it, someone who does all the things you refuse to do. The pain of knowing you had something real and let it slip through your fingers will haunt you. Future relationships will be shadowed by this loss. You'll compare new people to them and find everyone lacking. The spiritual lessons you avoided learning now will be forced upon you the hard way. Some doors close permanently, getting them back later becomes nearly impossible once their heart truly heals and moves on. They'll undergo a transformation that makes them essentially a different person, stronger, wiser, and unavailable to you. Your mutual friends will witness their glow after leaving you. The universe will send you mirrors of this pain in future relationships until you finally learn the lesson. This pattern will repeat with others if you don't change now. The emptiness of realizing too late what really mattered will settle in. You'll learn that "I miss you" means absolutely nothing after someone is truly done. A spiritual debt is created when you take someone's love for granted. But there's another possible outcome if you choose wisely right now. This crisis can become your relationship's greatest breakthrough moment. The connection that emerges after both people grow through difficulty is stronger than what existed before. Facing this painful truth can transform you into the person they need and deserve. The deeper love that emerges after surviving this kind of challenge is profound. Some relationships genuinely need to almost end before they can truly begin on solid ground. There's real spiritual growth available in this painful moment if you're willing to embrace it. Your person will respond to genuine change and consistent effort. The renewed appreciation both of you will feel for each other after working through this will be beautiful. You have the opportunity to build a relationship based on consciousness and choice rather than habit or comfort. You can create healthy patterns to replace the destructive ones that brought you to this breaking point. This experience has the potential to make both of you stronger individuals. There's divine purpose in this difficult situation, even though it doesn't feel that way right now. The universe orchestrated this wake-up call for your highest good. If you choose to act with wisdom and genuine change, you'll look back on this as a turning point with gratitude and relief. Real commitment and clarity emerge from crisis, understanding that real love sometimes means fighting for it when it would be easier to walk away. This message found you for a divine reason at this exact moment. That's not coincidence, that's the universe intervening. Tomorrow might genuinely be too late because the decision is already in motion within their heart. Your person is waiting to see if you'll finally wake up and show them their worth through action. The universe is supporting your awareness right now with this message. If someone else needs to hear this, share it with them. Show your appreciation for this divine guidance and strengthen the spiritual work by giving super thanks. The energy exchange helps keep these important messages reaching people who desperately need them. Your contribution up to 20 helps this spiritual work continue reaching souls in crisis. Take the action your heart is calling you toward immediately. Don't let pride, fear, or ego cost you this connection. Trust that if this message resonated deep in your soul, it's your clear sign to act now. The angels who guided you to this message are supporting your next steps. Your person's final decision hasn't been executed yet, but it will be very soon. Choose love, choose growth, choose to fight for what matters. This is your moment of truth.